Hey guys, BrickWizard59 here, and welcome back to a brand new LEGO custom build review. I am actually now on spring break for the next week, so there'll be a lot more videos coming out, and of course that means a lot more MOCs, especially LEGO Star Wars. So I actually have a brand new custom ship that I'm going to be building throughout the week, so it's going to be my spring break MOC. And I'll have a video out on that in the next couple of days, so I'm not going to spoil it here. I want to keep it a bit of a surprise, but you guys are really going to like what that Star Wars ship is. But what better way to start off the spring break schedule than with a awesome little mini MOC? Now, this is you could say a vignette diorama style build here, and I actually really do like these builds because of the fact that they're not too large, not too expensive. They look really nice because you can add a lot of detail to it, and they're also somewhat easier and quicker to make. So basically what we have here is the opening scene from Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, and this is of course when the stormtroopers board the Tantive 4, and this is basically the main entrance into the ship, if you remember the beginning, where the stormtroopers blow it open, and then they pile in and overwhelm the rebel trooper guards. And that's kind of what this scene is about. So let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so here we have a look at the build as a whole. So overall, in terms of dimensions, it is 32 studs long by, 14 studs wide. So it's a relatively large MOC. And let's just go ahead and quickly take a bit of a closer look. Also do a bit of spin around here. So here we have a look from this view. I think this view actually looks really cool. Here we have a look from the front. So this really gives it that kind of hallway type of look. Really like actually how that looks. That's a really nice shot of it. And I didn't add a second wall for the main reason that I wanted it to actually be seen from the front. So if you added another wall, you could only see it from this side here, which would be really narrow, and I didn't really like that, so I did not end up adding this wall on this side. Here we have a look at the very messy back. Now this side won't be seen at all. I mean it's not too messy here, as over here it's just basically various different bricks, the stud bricks which I used for the tiles. This is kind of how I made the other piece, the black piece, kind of like back couple studs. So actually here's a better look at how I kind of did that, where I, instead of having just one brick, I ended up making it 2 bricks such that I can add another piece here, on top of which I attached a tile. And I think that looks really nice. Again, that's a bit of an interesting design. And then same thing, the door was actually quite challenging. So on the bottom, yeah, you can see it's a bit of a creepy face on that guy, but anyways, on the bottom you have this section here, which is actually connected using that tile. So I used a stud brick and connected one of these parts to it, and that's kind of how I kept the door in there. Really like it. So I used the angled like slopes and then this kind of curved pattern, and I think that looks really nice. I did actually see that on the internet. But there's a look at the door. And here's a look at this side again. Same thing. It's a little bit messy. But this is, of course, the main side that we'll be looking at. Alright, so let's go ahead and take a closer look at the MOC, starting off with the very front, where we have the door. So again, I showed you the way I designed that door. It looks really nice. So there is the main entrance, and you have, of course, have a few stormtroopers running in. Over here, I just added some more detailing with some cool lights. And then we got some arches here made using various like 1x2 and like whatever inverted and regular slopes. And then once again there's a better look at the wall, which I think turned out really great, really gives it that Tantive 4 look. Here's a look at the stormtroopers. You got a couple dead and the rest kind of rushing towards the rebels, who are heavily outnumbered. I only added 3 rebels here. I was only able to find 3, so if I had found more I would have put maybe a couple more dead, but sadly I was only able to find 3, so one over here is dead. And he's pretty loose, so he's not actually connected to the floor. And then we got 2 more rebels here. And if you see, especially with that rebel, you could see I did add printed legs to them rather than just the regular plain legs. and I also added a new face to them instead of having the old type one. And I think that looks really cool. But you have a couple stormtrooper, a couple rebels there. One is again shooting back, and yes, I know this one and that one is actually missing his black visor, but I was unable to find that. And then also, the entire floor is actually not just tile, so I actually did some bit more detailing. So I'll actually remove this minifigure out of the way right there, but you can kind of see how the design is. So you got like 2x2 tiles, then you have like a 1 by something tile, then more 2x2 tiles. So it's like kind of like a bit of a pathway here in the center. Then I also got this section here made just using 2x4 tiles to make it kind of like a pathway leading from that door. And I think that looks really good. And then we just got a couple of vents here because the whole floor was just plain like gray in the movie. So I wanted to add a little something extra to it. And I think it looks pretty good. But anyways, there is a basic look at the MOC, so not too much there, but it still looks really good. It's a really nice display piece. And anyways, there is a look at the MOC. But anyways, there is a look at the one last time at my LEGO Attack on the Tantive 4 MOC. So, I want to thank you so much for watching this review. If you enjoyed it, a thumbs up would be great. And definitely don't forget to stay tuned for my next LEGO custom build. A video will be coming out on that very soon. And again, if it is already out, I'll have a link. Just check that video out. I'll have a link to it in the description as well. So anyways, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to also check out some of my other custom builds I've made already, like my custom Venator class Star Destroyer, my custom First Order Star Destroyer, Jabba's Palace, Jedi Starfighters, and so on. So definitely don't forget to check those out. All of those will be in my LEGO Star Wars MOCs playlist. So thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for more videos coming very soon. This is BreakWizard59, and I'll see you all next time.